The dust has settled on this year's legislative session. Out of 77 bills sent to her desk, Governor Martinez has signed 64 into law. But today's focus was on a pack of 500 statewide projects looking for funding, nearly 200 of which felt the wrath of the governor's veto pen. News 13's Alex Goldsmith is here with details.
Kim, although about 40% of proposed projects were turned down by Governor Martinez, her veto only cut out a little more than 16% of the funding. But she says a lot of what was trimmed was pork, plain and simple.
Not that you shouldn't have gym equipment, it's just this isn't the way to buy it.
Gym equipment and a wine research lab were two of the almost 200 projects Governor Susana Martinez turned down today. She says a lot of the proposed funding she vetoed didn't meet state priorities or wouldn't fully fund a project. The example the governor gave was a county courthouse in Mora she wanted $4 million for. The legislature approved less than half of that.
Well, you can't do the parking lot, you can't open the first floor, you can't make it fully useful. So what are we going to do with another $1.5 million? We can't complete the project.
But Governor Martinez says there were plenty of good projects and gave the okay to more than $120 million of capital outlay funding, too. She says the now approved $30 million state investment in the Paseo del Norte overhaul is well worth it.
That's going to be important to 56 million vehicles that go through that area every year.
Another project given the green light is the zoo's $150,000 request for a new alligator exhibit. The governor says she liked that the gators are already here and that the funding asked for is enough to complete the project.
Does that bring economic development? Does that project bring dollars to our city? Sure it does. And so we considered it and said, yes, this is something that we can do.
She hopes next time around the legislature prioritizes a little more.
Let's spend the money on the big projects and finish them.
Now, there is a separate bill that allots $140 million for other projects such as schools, libraries, and senior centers. But that spending, still has to be approved by voters. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Now, Governor Martinez also signed two pieces of legislation today aimed at helping our veterans. The first law provides a tax credit of up to $1,000 for businesses that hire a military member who is just returned home from overseas. The other bill gives up to an additional 5% hiring preference for veteran-owned businesses or contractors during the bidding process for state contracts and jobs.